What's good? I'm out here making some tri-tip. Juice is flowing. I don't really speak too much on this page, but I spoke about it when around the time it happened. Bothem John, the death of Bothem John, killed by police officer, Texas, Dallas Police Department, Guyger. So that happened a little over a year ago, September 2018. Today is October 7th, 2019, I want to say. It's Monday. Just recently got found guilty, of course, people know. And people definitely know that little sentence, whatever they call a sentence, was passed on to her. First of all, we all know typically if a black man is convicted of killing anybody, whether it's another black man or whether it's a white man, Hispanic, Asian, we commonly about to get life, 25 to life. That's what I'm used to hearing. Now, typically in our cases, if somebody gets 10 years, 12 years, that's usually if the charge was dropped down to manslaughter or something like that, second degree murder, something that's a lesser charge than first degree murder, or murder, pretty much premeditated murder. I'm just telling the truth. The history of the white police officers that have killed unarmed black men, it's rare that they get convicted. They usually try to do a grand jury, see if they're going to indict the person. This cop was off duty. And typically, in the cases, if the grand jury agrees to convict them, sometimes they're already doing time in county jail. I've seen cases where they got 2 years, 5 years. I think the highest I saw was 12 years, 12 and a half years that I know of. I've seen 7 years, and that's rare when they do get indicted, but when they do get indicted, I typically see those numbers. In the case, usually they get charged less than murder. They don't usually get murders. Sometimes, a lot of times I think I've seen manslaughter. Not saying it doesn't happen. I'm just saying what I commonly see. I read a lot of things and what I commonly see or look at the news or whatever. So I'm surprised. I was shocked. She got 10 years because I thought she was going to get less. I'm just being honest. I thought they was going to treat it that way. She was crying the whole case. Thought they was going to have some sort of sympathy on her. And it was like, oh, she get time served and maybe get 5 years, be eligible for parole, and probably 3 years with time served. So I was shocked it was 10 years. But what I felt is due is all the things they said. You had signs. You're on the 3rd floor. There's nothing that you on the 3rd floor. You got the other level above you, and you gotta recognize the level that you see. Okay. If I was going to a parking mall or something like that, I'm in the mall for an hour, 2 hours. Yeah, maybe I forget what level I'm on, or am I on the right level? It says 3, but this is 3B, this is 3A, whatever. But you live there. You've consistently done this. On the 4th level, they said it's open. You can see more things. You can even see the top of the building. So the outside scenery before you go in is different. Okay. When you walk through the halls, the decorations are different. People's floor mats, people's stuff on their doors are different. And then you have ways to walk, is what they said. And then when you get to the door, you got a red mat that's not yours. So there's a lot of signs. And they said there's negligence, and that's why she got it. She wasn't really remorseful. She was crying a lot, but really it was more talking about, oh, me, I messed up. My life is over. I did this, I did that. I hate myself. It wasn't like dang, I took a man's life. And they're saying it was more like that and not like that. Let me flip this joint real quick. So yeah, it was more leaning towards a lot of negligence. And then you're a trained police officer. You've been on the force. They say there's a situation where it seems like there's some sort of invasion, breaking and entering. You're supposed to get cover, address the situation like accordingly. Like let the person know you're there, you're the police, and shout out your commands or whatever. And then also ask for backup. So if your door opens, you see your TV on, and it's a black man sitting at your couch, maybe you should close that door back and be like, hey, yo, I think somebody's in my home. I'm going to need backup. I'm off-duty police officer, whoop, whoop, whoop. Things like that. And the witnesses said they did not hear the shout of commands. They heard talking, but they didn't hear the shout of commands. And the bullet entry shows that the bullet shot down into his heart, meaning he did not get out of his seat. He probably was coming up and getting out of his seat, or he was possibly already on his knees begging or whatever. Basically, they're saying the fact that it's shot down and he's a bigger man than she is, he was not a threat. And they said when you open the door, the decor is different. Your apartment looks totally different. So they're thinking about those. And then she has some nasty racist tweets, and not tweets, they said Snapchat. She deleted some Snapchats, but they were able to retrieve stuff. She deleted text messages. She deleted Pinterest stuff that just kind of says, this chick is racist. Or she got some sort of hate in her heart. Whatever. She a tough one. She ain't the little soft one that's trying to be. And plus, in the beginning of this case, they was talking about she had a double shift. She was working overtime and she was extremely tired. But turns out the text that she was deleting, she was about to smash down somebody's husband, her old partner. So now he in trouble with his wife. So she was about to take down her partner that they had some past sexual relations and stuff like that. And she was talking about what she was about to do to the D, and woo, showing them some pictures like, what you gonna do with this? Oh, when I sit it on you, what you gonna do with this? Like, type of stuff. But she was saying she was tired. Like, I was tired, long day. Ooh, sound like she was inviting somebody over to hit. She said she shouted her commands like freeze and stop, put your hands up, don't move, stuff. But what the witnesses heard was not anything close to that. So, yeah. So that's why she was pretty much convicted. But it sounds like this whole thing is crazy. It's sad. It breaks my heart. And I'm glad they didn't drag his name through the mud. Most of the times our people get shot, they want to bring up some mug shots. So he was jaywalking. Oh, he got some unpaid parking tickets. Man, he got suspended from school. Maybe he was a bad guy. Maybe he deserved to get shot. That's how they usually do it, and they couldn't do it to this man. He was a man of God. He was a worship singer, youth minister, good to his people, good to his family. They couldn't do it. They tried to do it, talking about they found the marijuana in his room, but he had a logical reason for having it. And I didn't look deeper into that, but I think it was for medical reasons. And they said that there was a reason for it. They couldn't use that against him. Turns out that she originally was denied for being a part of the Dallas Police Department because she lied about her ever using marijuana. So she was denied to be a police officer in the first place. And then she tried again. It was like, okay, we'll let you in this time. Boom. Anyways, that stuff. But what really hurt me is, first of all, rest in peace, Bothem John. I don't know how they pronounce it. I've been hearing it both ways. I heard he go by Bo. Rest in peace, Bo. Much love to his family. Pray that the spirit of peace is on his family. I know it's hard that they didn't get the conviction that was supposed to come. 10 years is nothing. Took somebody's life, and she's eligible for parole in 5 years. She's probably gonna be in protective custody. I think time served is a part of that. I don't know. But much love and respect to them and their strength. I know a lot of people was talking about the brother forgiving. Like black people, we've been hurt so much that they don't even want to use the word forgiveness. I'm a believer. I feel like you're taught to apologize for your faults. When you're at fault, no matter what you did, you need to make restitution, apologize, something needs to be done. And the other person needs to receive that. And in that case, I think forgiveness to a certain extent goes forward for healing. Now, me, I'm not getting up and hug you. Because if the police didn't catch you and I caught you on the streets, then I'm about to put some work in. That's my family, that's my blood, whoop, whoop, whoop. And I'm a believer. And God knows what I'm capable of. So if God is making stuff move, and y'all talking about the lines, the stars and the universe is lined up, God is going to make sure I don't run into you. Because you ain't going to see a court date. But I can't speak on how this dude forgives and hugs her. I just know I'm not about to hug nobody. I know eventually, for my healing purposes, I'm going to have to forgive, but I ain't shaking your hand, I ain't hugging you, and we ain't gonna be friends later on. After you're released in that 5 to 10 years, it may still be an issue, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna speak deep on that. And for the judge to hug, like, I ain't never seen that in my life. And brushing her hair in court, I ain't seen that in my life. Y'all supposed to be the middle people, the mediators. This is your job. You guys are not the family, and you guys are not the people to forgive, because you guys aren't the ones that the trespass was placed against. But that's all I'm going to say on that. What I really want to talk about is Joshua Brown. I believe I have his name right, Joshua Brown. He was a key witness. He was the neighbor of Bothem Jean. He met him the day of. He said he's used to walking by, hearing his voice singing gospel music and Drake in the mornings, you know what I mean? And that's the connection he had with his neighbor that he didn't really see, but he always heard. So those are the memories that he has. And that night, him coming back home, the memory he has now is two voices that are surprisingly hearing each other or seeing each other for the first time. Then pow, pow, 2 gunshots, and he runs another direction. Now that's the memory that was in his mind. Boom. And then when he finally gets back to his apartment, his other memory is seeing the police officer, Amber Guyger, pacing back and forth on the cell phone saying, man, I was in the wrong apartment crying. That's the memory that's in his mind. So he testified. I saw his testimony, and he broke down and on the witness stand, and I get it. Sounds like that morning they met, when they finally met, it was a pleasant meeting between the two, and he probably is even thinking more better of him. Like, this is the dude that sings every morning. That's part of his memory. I heard he was in fear for his life. Sad to say, he got killed after the verdict. He was a key witness. Now he's shot dead. They said it's like an assassination. They said there's no physical description of the shooter. There's no witnesses. They seen a silver sedan speed off from the scene. So Joshua Brown is also dead, which I also heard he was going to be a witness in the lawsuit against the Dallas Police Department, because I heard they was messing up in the beginning. They didn't fire her in the beginning, and they had to pass on the case because it wasn't looking good. And I heard he was going to be a witness in the lawsuit. And this is sad. They said he was in fear for his life, and now he's dead. He's 28 years old when he took the stand. So I don't know how old he was when he died. It's just a sad story all around. And, man, rest in peace to Joshua Brown as well. This country is sad, bro. I've never seen, even if we didn't do the crime and we're fighting for our life, because people go to prison for stuff they didn't do. There's people that are getting released and their record taken away because they messed up and they revisit cases, but these people have been in jail for 20, 30 years, black men. And they feel that they could give them some money and hush them up. So, yeah, we apologize. You weren't guilty. We apologize. I know I wasn't guilty. So now I got to live a hard life in prison. People trying to kill me in here, fight me in here. And I'm going to turn into a different type of monster in here. And I was innocent in the first place. I was a civilized person. Even when we're not guilty in this high profile and people see this on the news and stuff, we call thugs, monsters, gangsters, animals, this and that. And that's what we are. And we're treated as such. But she was treated like, oh my gosh, it's okay. It is okay. Like I said, I ain't gonna speak on how the brother forgives, but how everybody else treated that woman. She's a murderer and y'all brushing her hair and giving her hugs and oh my gosh. I will tell you, like, okay, since you're not getting the death penalty, I hope you do find God. I hope you do ask for forgiveness. Because when you see him one day, eternity is something else. To be pampered and babied through this and you're a murderer. Basically, at the end of the day, even if you made the mistake and you really thought it was your apartment, death was not the answer. You shot him in the heart. It could have just been an argument like, get out of my apartment. This is my apartment. Look around. Oh, my bad. Because I don't think no burglar's going to come in there slipping some comfortable clothes, eating some ice cream, watching TV in the dark. Oh my gosh, I just wanted to talk about it a little bit. Rest in peace to Bothem Jean, rest in peace Joshua Brown. That's sad. I don't think it's a coincidence that that man was killed. I don't have facts, I just have opinions. God knows though, they're gonna get dealt with. He'll handle it. That's what I feel. It's gonna come 10 times worse. This system sucks, man. This American system sucks. The state, it just sucks, man. Like, I mean, y'all have a blessed one, man.